consistent.
Welcome to The Basement. Yo, what up, everybody?
Bro.
Welcome to The Basement. I'm your host, Nolo. My co-host,
This
Jose's
is first of all, we're not doing this co-hosting every episode, and this is why they don't want us, because of no one's everyone has to be proper. Yo, I heard the president talk about this impeachment stuff, and he was like, "It's a bunch of bull beep." I was like, "No way!"
Yeah, you ever heard him say, I'm going to bomb the shit out of them? You ever heard him say it? You never heard him say it? Give me the freaking mouse right now.
I got it.
Right.
ISIS is making a tremendous amount of money
What
because
did
they
try
have
that
certain
to-
oil camps. Right?
Nothing.
They have certain areas of oil that they took away. They have some in Syria, some in Iraq.
Yeah, okay.
I would bomb the shit out of them.
Wait, hold on. Put it back to that point. Put it back to that point. Put it as loud as it goes.
I would bomb the shit out of them.
Wait.
This is why he wins, though.
Go, hold on a second. Hold on.
All right.
Hold on a second. Let's see.
I would bomb the shit out of them.
He's so mad, too.
He is flooring about
He's talking about
this.
ISIS.
Yo. Oh my gosh. Yo, this is perfect.
But this is why he won, right?
I mean, look, I was thinking about it when we were gonna try to first record the last time, and I said to myself, "There's no bigger fan, there's no bigger support that Donald Trump has than the media.
Yeah, for sure.
There's no bigger fan, and there's no bigger platform to be on than the media, because it stretches on to now what we call the social media." And both of them are just, it's the people, it's the monstrosity.
Yeah. There's never a day that doesn't go by since he's became president that I ever heard somebody somewhere
Utter
say his name.
something about him.
Every
And listen, he's not
single day.
perfect. No president has ever been. But for you guys, shut up. For you guys that are getting emotional when you hear the name Trump, just relax.
I'm hype. I love it.
Just relax.
I love the chaos.
I hear you. I know he's crazy. He says some crazy ass stuff. But things are good right now. We're chilling.
Yo, did you hear the State of the Union?
Yo.
What? Yo, son. Yo, son.
I'm so glad that you reacted this
I
way.
watched it this morning.
What?
Because I haven't watched it. I was so busy with life.
I
you
didn't
know?
watch it when it actually happened. I watched it the night of, and I had my opinion about it. And then I had to listen to Ben Shapiro,
Oh, I didn't hear it.
and I said to myself, "Yeah, I so much agree with you." But then when I see your reaction, I'm like, I felt the same
I
way.
pressed play. I was playing some game on my phone. I was like, I'm going to time myself with this game. It's like an hour. All right, I'm going to listen to it while I play this game. And then I couldn't even play the game. I was so focused on the things he was saying. The people he was bringing out. He did one of those things where... he did one of those things where... somebody's overseas, service members overseas, and they come back and they surprise their family.
Oh my gosh.
You know, like on YouTube, they surprise. They did one of those. I was like, yo, this guy's crazy.
Daddy comes home from the military,
Yeah.
surprise home.
He's like, hey guys, yo, that's so funny, yo.
Yo,
And then the thing with the kid that wants to be in the Space Force, I was
and
like,
his grandfather.
I don't want to. Some people look up at the stars. I want to look down at the earth. I was like, my heart was like, oh my god,
Space Force.
And then the great grandfather was like a World War II veteran. I was like, what is going on, yo? How is this so good? Who finds these people?
Donald Trump.
Oh my gosh,
Donald Trump finds them. And what Ben was saying was like, you guys forget that he's a TV guy.
Yeah.
He knows exactly. And this is not something new that the presidents have done. This goes back. I forget what president started doing this. But they would bring people like a prestige,
Yeah.
And it was all like, and I agree with Ben says. The whole thing's a show. I mean, it's pomp and circumstances and like, come on. But yo, there's no one who could perform. You put the master of performance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To
After watching that, I was like, he should have did this like right before the vote.
No, this is perfect. He's like, he's
and then
this is gonna be so much
the
fun.
whole like week. It's so crazy.
How he went from being being impeached.
It doesn't mean nothing anymore. It doesn't mean nothing. They're like, oh, he has to live with the fact that he's been impeached. Everybody's like, come on, stop.
He never uttered the word impeachment during the speech, but the next morning, a bunch of bullshit. You were doing so well last night.
You know what's funny too? I was driving. I think I was picking my wife from the ferry, son, and I just happened to put NPR, and they just started doing the votes to impeach him. Like it literally just started. They were like, okay, now they're gonna like the announcer. Oh, we're gonna now have the votes. Then I was like, oh my gosh, right on time. And then I listened to the whole vote. We even stood in the car for a few minutes listening to finish hearing it. When he got not guilty for both or whatever.
Yeah, both.
I was like, this is amazing. This is amazing right now. Not even one person said, you know what I'm saying? Mitt Romney, though.
Yeah, he was the only one that
I wonder why he did that. He must have really believed that Trump, whatever.
Look. It says Trump brags following impeachment acquittal calls Russia
but that's
collusion.
An hour and a half, bro.
No, it's an hour and a half, but he calls it in this speech. He calls the Russian collusion allegations a BS. I don't know if he's the first or if who the first president was that dropped any curse word. But hearing it from the president is just.
I forgot what president it was. There was a recordings of him talking to a tailor. You ever heard that one? He's talking to a tailor, the guy that fixes like paint.
Yeah, tailor. Yeah.
He's like, yo, can you bring the crotch down about 4 or 5 inches? Because it really cuts my balls. He's on the phone call talking to a tailor. And I'm like, I can't even imagine being the tailor writing notes and be like, oh, the president just said, oh my God.
Oh, man.
It really rides up the crotch.
Wait, which president? Trump?
Well, we gotta find it.
Oh, no, I heard that one. You showed me that one.
Oh, my God.
We went through it. I remember it. Yo, can you imagine that? Yo, I mean, they're just regular humans. So the vibe that you got on the floor during the whole thing, the Democrats were acting so sourpuss.
Yeah.
Like, guys, you guys don't look good right now. You look like this.
Yeah, like children, yeah.
Whoa. This is not the image.
And you know what's funny, y'all? The Nancy Pelosi with the rip the paper, he didn't see that she went for a handshake.
Yo, so
right?
I'm talking to coworkers who are against Trump, never Trumpers.
Oh, you don't know. I would show up with a mega hat on.
So Wendy's buying me one. She's like, I dare you to walk in here with the hat. I was like, buy it, no problem. I'll sleep with it. I take pictures of it. It's like it posted right next to my desk. So, this never Trumpers.
As soon as you wear, they're like, I didn't know you're a racist.
Pretty much.
That's what's gonna happen.
That's the thing. They know I'm not, but it's like, you know what I mean?
He hides it so well.
He does, because he does the whole spicky thing really well. He dresses very spicky and irresponsible.
Wait, you like Trump and you for the border wall?
What?
Are you for the border wall?
Yo.
You want them to keep your people out? That's what happens.
People, yeah, that's what happens.
That's what happens. That's what they
You're
say.
a traitor to your own people.
You're a traitor to your people?
Do your people know that you're a
Oh
traitor?
my God, excuse me. We speak the same language.
Oh, your people don't know. You haven't told them. You're a hidden hypocrite.
We were conquered by the same people, so that's the only thing we have in common. My where I'm from floats in the ocean.
I showed my boss's wife. I was like, here, look, check this out. Read
No
that.
matter how much you will cry like a little,
Breaking news.
Trump will still be your president. That's based on a true story. Yeah.
It's based on a true story. They cursed there, obviously. I was just like, that's exactly right. They got this right, son.
Yeah.
And then I was showing him this image, mad random, and I'm like, you know who the happiest person was during the halftime show? You know who it was?
Puerto Ricans?
No, this guy right here.
That's hilarious.
This guy right here, guys. I'll just remember to put that in stock right there so you guys can see it.
See, look, okay. Is this the one? I gotta watch it. Because I know I'm not bugging. Look.
Damn, son.
We don't need no sound for this anyway. We're just observing right now.
We're observing what?
Look. Boom. He passes it to him. He passes it to her. He turns around. See? He doesn't see it, yo.
No. Go back. As a matter of fact, we got to turn on the freaking...
See, but you're moving mouses.
You're moving
I put
mouses?
us here. This is my world.
Put us here. This is my turn. Bro, look. He saw it. Look.
Oh, we might be a seer.
Look at his face. Watch. Oh, my God.
What? Oh, it buffers? That's whack.
Oh, he was still looking.
I don't know, son.
He's still looking, son.
I don't see the blacks of his eyes. But you know what's weird, though? He didn't... When he passed it to Mike Pence... Look. He passed it to him. Did Mike Pence go for a handshake?
Okay, let's go back. I'm going to show you what happened right here. I'm going to show you what happened, right? Boom. When he
She's hype.
she's tight, son. Jeez.
Look at her. Look at she... After it happens, look what she does with the book. She's like, oh, okay.
Okay, that's what we're going to do. I look like a jerk.
Book.
I got this book. I'm going to throw it right here. And I'm going to grab this mic because it's about to get lit.
Who else wants one? Let's see. I don't know, son.
Nah, I'm telling you.
Oh, I like this video. Somebody really...
Somebody went in.
Slow the whole world down for this. Mr. President, I'm shaking.
Yeah, he saw it. I'm convinced now.
I wonder if it's like a thing that they never shake hands. She's like, I'm gonna do it on camera.
The reason why Mike Pence didn't give him a handshake, he was like, nigga, I just saw you 5 minutes ago.
He's like, we woke up together, bro.
We're at the same side. Are you shaking
The
your
president
hand?
and the vice president have to sleep in the same room in bunk beds. There's a speaker. The president of the United States.
This nigga here. That's what it feels like.
Yo, we out here. Yo, I wish I was a president. That's how it would come out. Yo, we out here. Yo, we need a president like that.
I guess we didn't we have Obama?
That's racism. That's racism.
You know, you see the videos where he would give the pound to like people of color and then the regular handshake.
No,
you did what?
Show me, bro.
There are videos where Obama...
I think you're mixing up a comedy sketch with real life. Because if you did, that'd be so good.
Yeah?
That would make me happy.
I'm almost afraid.
Handshake, Thug Life? Obama handshake.
He would handshake certain people.
I think you're confusing with the top video.
With the top... is it the top video?
Is that me confused? You ever saw that video?
Yes. But they're making fun of somebody who, like, I think they, like, clipped the different handshakes. I'm telling you, there is a video out there, son.
And then you saw that he got, damn, what's the guy's name, yo? The president of Venezuela?
The president of Venezuela.
You know how Maduro's, like, doesn't want to give the presidency?
That was Braves right there, son.
When I saw that he brought what's this guy's name, the other guy? I don't know. Some other country.
So the legitimate president.
But if a liberal would like, what? That's your country, bro. You got to know that's your people. Anyway, so they had. I know Maduro's the one that doesn't want to leave because he reminds me of the Platanos. That's the only reason I remember his name.
That's relevant.
That's Maduro's
Picture books. Gotcha.
So when he had the other guy there, I was doing something on my phone. I looked over. I was like, no, don't have him there. That's crazy. That's like a smack in the face to Venezuela.
It is.
Like, I don't invite you, but I invite the real president, the guy that won, that is still not in Venezuela. He's in Colombia or something now.
I like how the military doesn't get up.
They're not allowed to.
No.
Yeah, they're not allowed to. I think the judges are not allowed to either because it shows bias. Something like that.
Correct.
Yeah.
Look at you.
I like the way that you dress from the top up. Half up. You got pajamas from the half down.
Why?
At least you got pants on.
That's true. It's 1 something in the morning, bro. This guy has the worst schedule ever.
But I mean, I think Trump had a good week.
Trump had an amazing week.
Yeah.
Trump is, and then now it's almost confirmed that Buttigieg, got the first caucus.
That is weird.
Weird. What is going on? What is going on in
Where did
that
he
side?
come from, bro?
That
What?
whole side is jacked.
I thought it was over for him. I thought he was done.
That whole
I already sent him out. Done. Finished.
Supposedly he was going hard over
But
there.
you know what that could mean too? That the people are sick of the Democratic Party. That they're going for just anybody. They don't want to go for the regular names. They
No,
wanna go for
that's
somebody
it's
different.
definitely displays the image of like, hello, what you guys are right over here? What's going on? Yeah, not this. They're definitely not on the same page.
Who I like.
The youth is going for Bernie.
I don't like Bernie, yo. I like Bernie as a person.
Who's the other? Biden is just he's like insane.
Biden's an old person candidate. I like Tulsi Gabbard. I feel like she could bring it for both Democrats and Republicans.
I'm gonna pass.
I feel like she could do for
Is
both.
is Yang still chilling? Where is he?
Yeah, I think he made the next debate. Whatever, he's made it again.
My dude. I think they're just keeping him
I don't
around.
think he's gonna win.
No.
But I think that whoever does win should be like, look, come give me some advice. I need some. Tell me what's happening in this world.
Who?
Whoever's gonna win should pull him Andrew Yang. And be like,
Biden?
look.
You're gonna tell that Biden? You think Biden's gonna do that?
No, but I think Biden's not gonna do anything. I think Biden's just gonna do whatever Obama did. If Biden wins, it's just Obama Part 3. That's what's gonna happen. He's gonna tell Obama, like, "Oh, what do you mean my vice president?" That'd be amazing, right? That'd be never done in history. That'd be never done in
The
history.
way your face lit up was like seeing a child tasting chocolate for the first time.
Because
That
it
would
was
be-
never done in history.
I mean,
You'll be the president and the vice president.
Obama would trying to tell me what to do.
Or the vice president is like a superficial role. It's like there's no power. You're just there.
You're just there, and
You
you know
have
this whole
nothing, yeah.
designated survivor thing is a real thing, right?
Yeah.
Which is so dope.
Yeah.
Well, I was watching the union thing, and they mentioned that, and I was just like,
What they say? I missed it.
They were like, Senator is not in the chamber floor because he is the designated survivor, and it believe it or not, that's actually a real thing. It's not just a show. And I'm like, I watched the show. It's so good.
I never watched. I've watched the first episode. I watched after when the explosion happened. That was it.
Wow, your attention span is limited.
Limited, very limited. Yeah.
There's some Netflix show that came out that's about it's so crazy, and I don't know if I could do it because they're talking in another language, but it's in English. You know, the audio over, and I'm just like the idea is that this mega company sells this technology that regulates the whole entire city, so everybody gets a little drone and it's constantly watching
Oh,
you
I like that's cute.
since you were a baby. And the drone is like a little bug.
Really? It's just tiny?
And it goes in charges, and it basically watches you your whole life, and it monitors your behavior. So it's scanning you, and so this girl's having like a review at a job because she's doing an internship, and tell me why. In the review, like, we noticed you have a problem like opening up with others. I'm like, bitch, what does that have to do with me? I just wrote a code for y'all that helps solve a freaking crime.
Yeah.
It's supposed to keep society in check. Like, you're safe. No one's going to do anything. The drones are always watching. And they discipline. And the Skynet, it decides, what's best for us. Or does it? So the concept is great, but I'm just like, they botched it with the acting, the graphics.
I tried watching some show. Aries.
I couldn't.
I tried. You know what it was? I downloaded all the episodes, and that was the only thing I had left to watch. I was like, I'm stuck watching this dumb show. Yeah. And I watched the whole thing, and at the end of it, all I can say is, don't watch it. It sucks.
Yeah. Why do they... You know what? I was going to tell you this. Because, Star Trek Picard, I know no one is listening to this part, but why do... I feel like Netflix gives TV shows or opportunities to Star Trek fans that are in Russia or in Germany.
No, you don't.
You see what I'm saying?
What? This is what it is. CBS.
No, I'm talking about Netflix. I feel like Netflix gives those nerds over there. Don't give them shows.
What shows?
Like the show I'm talking about, the show you're talking about. It's like, why are you guys going over there? Come over here.
They say the same thing with freaking the shows that we have.
You think so?
Hell yeah. Designated Survivor. Somebody's like, there's houses.
That's not true because we've influenced the TV culture, and I mean, look at China.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm hoarding all the shows. Let's have some too. I have one show. I have one Dutch show.
China had no identity.
By the way, the show I watched was Dutch.
Was this?
I forgot that name.
Why are you watching this stuff?
It was Dutch. I was like, that's the only show they ever had in their existence. They don't even have TV over there.
But why is Netflix giving them shows? Stop it. It's not going to be good for anybody.
Well, they're trying to expand and make money in different countries.
Oh, you're trying to be interracial, movie-wise?
I don't think interracial is the word.
I don't know if that's the right
Diverse.
word. Yeah, why would they want to be diverse? It's about the
But
dollar.
also, I don't think Netflix actually produces all these shows. They just buy their shows. Somebody filmed the show, they're shopping it around. Netflix is like, all right, we'll buy it.
So there's this show called 911. I don't know what channel, Fox. And it's a stupid show. I like the concept because I like the idea of hearing when someone calls 911 and the interaction between the dispatcher and the person picking up the call and like what happens and the crazy emergencies that happen. And they put pretty good graphics behind it, so it looks kind of real in scenarios. But, I feel like the acting is just like, so they redid.
Is it live?
It's not live.
I mean, not live, but like real.
Yeah, they're reenacting stuff. They have real so it's okay. My problem with the shows, with shows like that, is that, why do instantly they try to revamp it with another actor? Why instantly you gotta get the gay guy, the male that's really a woman?
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
The Muslim, instantly in one firehouse. I'm like the captain father who's the father to the gay son who's going through cancer. It's like,
what?
Can we just stick to the emergencies? The emergencies are dope.
Yeah.
I like the fact that some crazy ass scenarios going on right now. But
I think when people say that there's X amount of gay people or trans people on this,
it turns off audiences.
No, I just feel like they're over exaggerating. I don't think there's that many.
I don't think that it's necessary to point out. We get it. We all okay with all this. We're
okay.
Yeah, please. You want to be whatever you want.
Yeah.
Can we not just make it but in a way, it's them saying look, we're all inclusive. We're diverse. We're including your kind of people too. Yeah. And I'm like,
you could watch the show. Don't you want to watch the show?
Yeah. Don't you want to watch the show?
Look, the show just like you.
She looks like a man. Yeah. And I'm saying to myself, and I'm asking, I guess, the LGBTQ LMNOP community. Does this draw you in to watch the show?
They're like, oh, there's a gay person, I gotta watch it.
I don't think so, bro.
You think Mexicans watch Looney Tunes because Speedy Gonzalez is on it? They're like, I gotta watch it.
Wow, bro. Wow.
You think that draws people in?
Wow.
You think Mexicans were like, yo, mira, el Looney Tunes está bueno. Tiene uno de nosotros.
Yo, you are definitely a Trumper. That's like this.
Are they crossing the border? So, you think French people saw Pepe Le Pew? They're like, they have one of us on the show. I don't think so. Yo.
I highly doubt it, but great extreme analogy.
Like the halftime show?
The racism extreme.
I saw the halftime show with she brought the Puerto Rican flag. I was like, very nice. But I watched it regardless of who's going to be on this halftime show. I would have watched it.
Yeah.
Right? If it was Rihanna, I would have been like, I want to watch it. I want to see what it is. Right? I saw last year, what's the guy's name?
Avril Lavigne.
Avril Lavigne. I saw it.
I murdered that name.
Yeah.
We just murdered that name.
I don't know his real Avril Lavigne.
I feel like I made his name a girl
Avril
name.
Lavigne's the girl. There's a singer, right?
Avril Lavigne. But he's something Lavigne. I don't know.
Adam? Probably, they're related?
Oh.
How many Levines you ever heard of? That's it. Just those two names.
We don't count with Spix.
Oh, man, yeah.
We don't get that much exposure to white people.
But when Avril Lavigne, whoever this guy is,
I thought it was Adam.
Lavigne.
I
still watched it. In fact, I didn't watch it live. I was like, let me go back and watch it. Halftime show is always something to watch.
That's how I usually do it.
Yeah. Halftime show is always something to watch.
I don't remember. I remember Whitney's. I remember
Justin Timberlake.
I remember the titty.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Most watched halftime show in history.
Yes, so the titty, the Whitney.
You think you would have watched it sooner or more if it was a Puerto Rican titty? Like, this representation, I need to watch it. No, you'd have just watched it anyway.
Yeah, but there were ones that I don't remember. I don't remember Prince.
I don't remember Prince.
Prince was pretty dope.
Yeah?
It rained.
I'm not a Prince fan.
I'm not a Prince fan either, but the fact that he pulled that off in the rain, in that plastic floor, that's amazing. With electric guitars in the rain, pouring.
He could have died.
And then he finished the concert with Purple Rain, Purple Rain. I was like, oh my gosh.
He's a was he a Jehovah's Witness?
Bro, I don't know, bro.
Wait.
You know what else I don't know? What was his real voice? Where you at, son?
I never heard him talk.
His talking and singing, it's wild.
Even Michael Jackson was a Jehovah's Witness too, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you doing like a seminar on
his
Jehovah's
family-
Witnesses?
Yeah.
Are you?
I'm just trying to get a list of other Jehovah's Witness artists.
Are you saying?
Isn't Ray Charles a Jehovah's Witness too?
Are you saying? Oh, these are the ones that are gonna make it. The 144.
Yeah. No, they're not gonna make it.
They're not gonna make it.
No, it's not.
That's a tight number.
That's a very tight number. I forgot what I was telling you. I was like, I think 144 might actually be a real number.
144.
It's gonna happen at the end when it's gonna be dwindled down. Everybody's gonna be dwindled down. They're gonna be killing us, persecuting us.
There's so many that are not gonna be around.
No, they're gonna be murdered.
Oh,
They're gonna kill Christians one by one.
it's gonna be a bloodbath.
We're gonna become illegal, bro. I'm telling you.
We're gonna become illegal.
We're gonna become illegal.
Oof.
We're gonna be the new Mexicans. I'm sorry, Mexicans. I keep picking on y'all.
He's like in love with you guys. Trump was like, we have 100 feet of wall. What?
That's what he said. 100 feet is nothing, bro. This block is bigger than that.
I just felt like he said that. That's all.
Yo, but you know what? After what happened, the negotiations he did with Mexico.
And again, I don't think the wall is the most effective way. I told you we had this conversation.
Yeah. But I think with the deal he made with Mexico, with the you've heard, right? The Mexicans are arresting people before they get here now. I'm like, that's better than a wall. That's a freaking whole country now. The wall. But they could Mexicans are paying for it. They're paying their people.
Oh no, you can't be having your phone on like mad noob. Like we've just started doing this. At what time is it? 1:33 in the morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is 1:30. Do you get tired?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Get tired? Or do you like sleepy?
Yeah. With this crazy ass schedule back and forth.
Yeah,
I heard they said it's not good to be working at night. That's not healthy for something like that.
You're supposed to have light or sunlight or something.
Something vitamin D. Pause.
That makes you happy?
I'm just happy that I caught the pause.
Hold on.
As fast as possible. But yeah, there's so much that's going to happen, I feel too. Like after the prancing and the yanging and the crying from the Democrats and seeing them literally sit there. But the interesting part was how many times they got up in support. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In support.
There was a point where they were chanting.
Well, like when he was, I know, and I was trying to figure out what he said, and it was after, I think during the HIV, no, it was during the HIV thing. Remember when he did that, when he said end HIV and the whole thing, and everybody got up, and they got up, and I'm like, of course they're gonna get up for that. And then I'm like, and then when they all got up for when he said, you know, we killed what's this guy's name that we missiled?
Oh man.
Whatever, you know that was
Osama bin.
Oh my gosh, no, not Benghazi, no, because that's a place. Wow, this is why we don't do
Al-Bakr. Nah, I don't know what I'm saying.
All the Al-Bakr is gonna be emailing us now.
Baghdadi.
Baghdadi? It feels like that's right. Yo, we're dumb, and we shouldn't be doing the show at this hour because obviously we're not even functioning. We're never functioning. Add sleep to it.
Qasim Soleimani.
Damn, we got it.
We were way off.
He
did kill Baghdadi though.
Okay, look at that. We got something right.
It was like the head of ISIS or something like that. After Osama bin Laden, this other guy he killed him too.
All right, so
damn, he did do a lot of things, yo.
He did a lot of things, this guy. But you know when
that's crazy though, because people are not gonna give him credit for this stuff. But he did a lot actually.
The crazy thing is that when he was mentioning it, and you know, you see Pelosi get up and everybody get up. And then a coworker of mine was like, nobody arguing that he was a bad man. It was the way he went about killing him. Oh, is there a nice way of killing someone?
He should have did it face to face.
I mean, I never heard of killing someone a pleasant adventure.
What did they chant? I need to know.
And I'm like, do you know how he was killed?
Yeah, he killed a bunch of people.
No, do you know how he was killed? How we killed him?
Baghdadi?
Yeah.
Whatever that guy's name is?
No, Soleimani.
They shot a missile at him.
A single missile that hit just him.
No, it killed everybody in the car. was that car?
Whoever's in that car, right? But yeah, before with the loss of life of sending soldiers or bombing a whole freaking city just to get one guy. Think about that for a second. I don't know. Is that a phone?
All right.
What's happening
This is
right
what
now?
they chanted. They chanted HR 3. The reference was to a Democratic House bill on drug pricing, also known as the Elijah E. Cummings Lower Drug Costs Now Act. It passed in the House after being introduced by the late Republican representative.
Wow.
What does REP stand for? But has not taken up by the Senate yet.
Where are you reading? Where are you up to?
Right here.
REP?
I don't know.
By the late Republic.
Republic? Trump has just finished speaking about the long, tall, very powerful wall being built, blah, blah, blah. The chant came when Trump said, working together to Congress can reduce drug prices, blah, 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 blah. Oh, that's what it was.
Ah.
So
In
they're
other
saying,
words, they're sign the bill.
yeah, that's what they're saying.
Sign our
Sign
bill.
sign our bill. I think, you know what it is, too, about these bills, too, that, I forgot who was it that was saying it. I think it might have been Trump saying that they hide things within the bill to pass. You pass the law of the bill.
Like 1,000 arrows.
And it has like different things inside of it. They're like, oh, well, you also passed this with that signing. And he's like, you just one thing and that's it. Just the bill and that's it. And I think he did this other thing with saying that if it was regulations, I think it has to do with regulations. If you give me one regulation to sign, you have to also bring me two that I have to get rid of.
Yeah.
Because there's too many regulations. Because think about it, if everything... I don't know if you've heard this before. Everybody in the United States, they've broken a law. Every day you break a law. Oh. I think he wants to go cry. I think I hurt his feelings. So now it's just me and you. What are we going to do? All right, let's just keep going. Listen, before he comes back, we're going to talk about aliens. I think they're real, personally. I hope that they're real. All the stuff. This is the one conspiracy theory that I'm like, I don't know. I think it might be real, son. Maybe aliens are us from the future coming back in time. And that's why they kind of look like us. Or maybe they're like robots, like androids coming back in time. Because the way the spaceships fly is like mad gravity, like G's. Just too fast for a person to survive inside of it. But there's a guy called Bob Lazar. He used to work for Area 51. He said, I know Area 51. Everybody's like, ugh, Area 51. Yes, he said he worked for Area 51 doing something. Then in like the 90s, he was talking about the special element that they had. And then comes to find out, in the year 2000, whatever the hell, they found the freaking element and it was real. But now he's back. So let's go back to the gay crap that we were talking about.
I had a pee too.
Wow, that was quick.
Yeah, I had a lot of liquids.
So they bring the like I was saying, every person, you've heard this before, right? That we break crimes without even knowing.
Yeah.
It happens every day.
Yeah.
I just found out that there's a law in New Jersey. If you have a pickup truck and you have a rake in the back of the pickup truck and you cross the border across New Jersey, it's a federal offense.
From Jersey to New York?
From Jersey to outside of Jersey. Anywhere.
So if you take a crowbar.
No. A
what?
rake.
A rake?
You know what a rake is, right? So
For
rake
leaves?
leaves? Yes. If it's in the back of your pickup truck and you cross the border line.
From Jersey to
Anywhere. It's federal. You've broken a federal crime.
But only in Jersey?
That's the law that Jersey has. I don't know why. It's just weird laws. And they're like, there's just too many of these weird laws that we don't.
Who murdered somebody from Jersey?
Maybe it flew out while he was driving on the highway and killed somebody. They're like, it's a crime now. You know how they do.
It flew out.
I don't know. I'm just making it up. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Rig decided to get airborne.
Probably from the wind because you're going so fast.
You know how fast you would have to go?
Not that fast, bro. 50 miles an hour probably on the highway.
For a rig to become a projectile?
Yeah, they're like fins, bro, that catch wind.
They're like fins.
It'll catch the wind and just flip out. It'll probably stab right through the windshield. All they got to do is just fly in the air, just scare somebody.
It's like a little metal witch thing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the metal flaky.
That's what I'm saying. The wind catches it. All they got to do is go up in the air enough for our driver to get scared and jerk sideways and crash and
What
kill.
are you reading, bro?
What I'm saying is this. We have too many laws. Most of them don't even make sense. We need to start getting rid of a crap load of them. Maybe even get rid of all of them. And just reevaluate. Be like, all right, these are the important ones. Let's go from here again.
That's a good way. Clean house.
Clean house. Start again.
And then look at, if there are things that need to be added, taken away.
Yeah. Then we start going back. All right. What about this? What about this? What about this?
That'll be tough because with the advent of technology and whatnot, there's going to be a lot of amendments. I mean, think about how many amendments there had been. The creation of internet.
We haven't even started that yet.
What, like laws with
like
that?
Like laws in the internet?
There is laws
Still
here?
the Wild West.
No.
Yeah.
Not in the U.S.
Well, now we're talking about a country.
We're
talking about the internet.
So I'm talking about the...
If I'm in Venezuela, I could break all the American laws I want. Because I'm not in America. Online.
But if you broke those laws online in Venezuela and then...
If they're against Venezuelan law.
Correct. But let's say...
It's the country's law. It's not the internet's law.
Correct. So let's say the country's law is not the same here and you've done some crazy stuff online. Would that prevent you from coming to the U.S. and living here?
If they say, hey, we got to arrest you if you come here.
Well, we screen the people, right? Isn't that part of the immigration process?
Well, that's why we don't allow illegals.
Well, we know that's why we don't allow illegals.
Some people say let them in.
What I'm saying, the ones that go through the system the right way, they get vetted, right? They get screened and all that.
Yeah, you got to, yeah.
Nowadays, you have to.
So then don't come. Go to another country. Go to Colombia.
You heard of
Colombia has no laws. The law was over there too. They have hippos.
There was a guy.
Do you know they have hippos?
Where?
In Colombia. You know what hippos are? They're an African animal.
I think about the game, the hippopotamus game where you catch the ball. That's what I think about.
They're only in Africa, but they're also in Colombia because Pablo Escobar brought them over as pets and let them free. And now there's hippos in Colombia.
Pablo Escobar, wow. Wow, with that drug money.
And there was, where was it again? There was another place.
Baby, I'm not gonna buy I'm not gonna buy the toy. I'm gonna buy you the actual.
I think it actually might be in America where there's wild camels.
Huh?
Because somebody bought camels from Africa to be in the desert over here in America, and they got loose, and now they're wild camels.
Hey man, let them.
Yeah.
I'm not big on animals. That is funny as hell though.
Yeah.
It's like you're ruining all the books that we read when we were little.
Yeah, that's supposed to be in Africa. Only the Sahara has camels.
That's a lot of freaking amendments and typos and redos. Just grab a black marker and just write it in. The kids won't know the difference. Yeah. Nobody reads anymore anyways. Or the kids on iPhones and iPads.
What do you think they're doing on those things? Reading.
You think so?
I think we read now more than we did before.
You really think that?
Yeah.
Think
about it. All they're doing is texting and posting. All they do is read all day.
Wow. I'm thinking they're just playing video games.
No. They do play video. They play a lot. They probably play more video games than they ever did too.
Hell yeah.
They definitely look at more videos.
Think about it. We used to have to sit in the console and da-da-da-da.
Think about it. Think about me and you, right?
Huh?
Okay? When we were younger, how much did we actually read?
How much did we actually play?
We played a lot. But I'm saying now, right now we read more than we read when we were younger.
Yeah, I could.
And most of it is just online stuff. Oh, what about this? I'm curious about this. Let me read it.
I was training someone in the process of what I do, and she made one of these faces. I was like, yo, relax. It's not that serious. It's just a computer. It's not going to do anything to you. The end of the world is not happening. You're okay. You didn't launch the missile, bitch. Relax.
What if later on she's like, what you're doing is so dumb and inefficient.
Well, that's what she says. But then I'm like, then she explains to me what she was doing. And I was like, yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. Unfortunately. She's like, okay. I'm like, yeah, okay.
She's like, why don't you just use paper?
No.
You scan it.
That's so barbaric.
I know.
That's so barbaric. That's
when people say that, I'm like, oh my God.
What?
When people say fax, I'm like, why?
So we still use fax. We know how we.
I understand if it's medical because of HIPAA laws, whatever.
No, but you know what we use. This is so funny to me. So you think medical, physical stuff, right? Boom. So we have a fax. It's a. So when I want to send the fax, I type in the phone number and then I write at using an email like Chrome, Gmail. So I open up a thing, I type in the phone number and I write at eFax send now. And then it goes with the person receiving the doctor, with that old school freaking fax machine, it comes up just like that. I'm like, why are we still faxing though?
Wait a minute. You go to send an email.
So the way I send the fax is through email.
So you put the fax number in the email.
So I put the fax number at with the address, the unique address. I'm sending it to that number. But when I put the that's the program that he pays, whatever a month it is. And then in the subject, I write the subject, and in the body, I write attention HR. Read the person's name. It has my signature and all the clauses of confidentiality, and then the attachment comes up as separate pages, and it counts it for and numbers it for you.
Wow.
Why are we still using fax machines? Can someone explain this to me?
That's crazy, yeah.
Why? I'm just like, when I'm just like, yeah, go ahead, give me your fax number. I'm like, I'll fax it to you.
Yeah.
Because they're like, you can't email it. I'm like, no, I know, we can't. It's not invented yet. They don't even know about it.
Well, it's because of HIPAA laws. You're not allowed to email because it keeps a record.
Right, the unique number is subject to your business. That's what I think it is.
No, it's because the information of the patient's information can't be. It has to be physical.
Yeah, but it could still be hacked through the phone line.
Okay.
It's just so barbarically old. To figure out is harder.
Because when I used to work in the hospital, they used to fax things from one floor to another.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because
we couldn't physically bring it. It has to be faxed. And then after they receive it, oh, you received it? Yeah, you received it? Okay, now I'm going to take my paper. I'm going to put it into the shredder thing. Because there can only be one copy.
Yeah, it's really barbaric. They really need to update it. That's what I mean. Imagine how much work it's going to take to implement local laws and then world laws, when it comes to this whole internet thing.
Yeah.
The dark web.
Dike.
What do you mean, Dike? You don't think it exists?
Yeah, it exists. But I think it's something that's just randoms. It's not going to be something popular. It's just a few fringe people that use it.
Mouthing off.
Yeah. But they sell like drugs and guns in it too, apparently. We should go on it right now.
Why would we want to do that?
Why not?
I don't even know how to get there. Is there a website, something blue or something?
I don't know. We're gonna have to find out. Next episode.
That is the next episode. We're gonna mess with it. We're gonna get our whole things hacked. And
we're gonna order a gun. It's gonna come in the mail.
Oh wow! You really want attention like that?
Yo, how much of a gun can I buy before it becomes illegal in New York?
A lot.
Can I buy a trigger? Just a trigger. A little piece of metal. Can I get that?
I mean, you can't you recreate it at this point if you had enough money to get a
yeah, but at what point does it become illegal?
When it's a freaking gun, you idiot.
But how do you say
the minute it becomes something that you could hurt somebody with?
Yeah, but is that it? Can I just put one piece of plastic?
Yes.
To stop it from
and
shooting?
if it stops it from... Yes, exactly, yeah. That's how I would see it. But then again, then the last thing to stop it from shooting is loading it.
Yeah, but I'm not shooting nobody. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I wonder if I buy a barrel.
Are you looking for the limitations
can I buy a
in wording that would allow
No, I want to know how much can I own. Can I get all the pieces and just not put it together and just have the pieces?
So that when it goes down, you put it together.
And I just put it together. And the cops come, they're like, yep, it's legal. He didn't put it together. It's good to go. And I'll just save it in a suitcase. And as soon as I see in the news as the coronavirus starts turning people into zombies, I'm like, lock and load. Put it together. They're not coming for me.
I think you might, want to explore that. Let me know how it turns out. Especially after mentioning it now.
And then how much bullets. Obviously you can't have a bullet. but how much
Of a bullet?
components?
This guy's gonna do a matrix.
Because I had a whole bunch in my house. I just threw them out. The blanks from the hammer. You know what I'm talking about? The hammer that you can put the blanks in to hit it. Boom, and it just nails it in the thing real hard.
Yeah.
I had a whole bunch of those. I just threw them out because I'm like, why do I even have this crap? But if I wanted to, I could have just bent it open, put a little pellet in it, and I could have shot a bullet. It would have been like a 22. They're like little 22s.
Boom.
That's it. I could have easily done that. But it wasn't illegal. I could totally have it. Because it's selling freaking Home Depot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Know. That's a good
But once
question.
you build it, now it's a bullet.
That's a great question, bro.
I could put in the little BB gun that we got. Pow!
Jesus Christ. This is too loud. Just woke me up. Like, ah! Why?
I haven't even used that BB gun since we got home.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I've used it a few times. I'm out of bullets.
Where? Where do you use it at?
The house.
Yeah?
Bad random. I'm like, oh, snap. Clang, ding, 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 ding. All right.
Yeah, but the rifle, I got a rifle. It's powerful.
The
Yo.
rifles are what I shoot. Well, I regretted getting.
I feel like if I shot the window with the rifle, it wouldn't shatter the window. It would just make a hole. It would just go right through.
Oh,
That's how powerful I think it is. Yeah,
shut up, because you be pumping it, right?
yeah, because you pump it as hard as you want. I think it'll just go right through the window.
Damn.
It'll probably just little cracks, but like I wouldn't shatter. It'll just go right through. That thing is strong, son. The other day I moved it and I shot at a piece of wood and it got stuck in the wood, the bullet.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my
That's
God, it's so
dope.
powerful.
You can just take it out, reload it.
Yeah. My wife is like, get rid of it. I don't want it in the house.
Is it still there?
Yeah,
It's still there.
Hell yeah, I'm not gonna
It's
get
still
rid of it. Where would I get rid of it? Even though I wanted to get rid of it.
I felt like I looked at mine, and I had these people come over the house, and I was just like, I hope she doesn't ask to look at closets. It has la 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 la. I am definitely.
I think I could go hunting like small animals with it.
Yo, we should do that. Go hunting one day. Just try. Wikipedia it.
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia.
I think
Or Google
if I shot a squirrel in the head, or even maybe not a cat. His skull might be too big. But I think if I shot a squirrel, I could kill a squirrel with it. Like
you know how insane you sound right now?
I'm just saying, if we had to go hunting for food and we're starving, oh my God, there's no food anywhere. I got that little pump. Let's go get some squirrels. Bah! Even if it just knocks it out, enough time for us to catch
I
it.
am way too soft for the zombie.
Cut it
like
up.
The apocalypse.
We would have to eat like 6 squirrels to be like, okay, I'm full now. Because there's no meat in this squirrel. Like 6 of them, yeah. We'll have fur though.
I feel like it's all fur. That's what I was gonna say. It's 90% fur, 2%
Yo, you ever
cotton.
saw a squirrel like really close?
Yeah, bro.
They're pretty big, yo.
They're freaking crazy to me. Like, this is too close to be next to any animal.
Oh, and I used to take like nuts and put them on the fire escape when I had the office there. I had a piece of wood there. It's still there. Let's put the nuts in the middle. And every once in a while, squirrels would come and take nuts and they would eat it there. And I'll get real, real close. And then there was a point where there was one squirrel that will always come back. And then there was times where I wasn't home and the squirrel will come into the, you know, like you have like a net for the mosquitoes don't come in?
Yeah.
It'll be climbing on that. And my wife was like, why you get the squirrels now? He wants to come to the house. I was like, I want him to give me his babies. I want to raise his children.
I want him to be our pet.
No, I don't want him. I want the baby. I want to raise it from when I'm a baby.
I want to domesticate them.
Yeah. Imagine having a squirrel like a pet just running around the house.
Is that illegal?
No.
They're making a lot of things illegal, bro.
I wouldn't keep him forever, though.
Trump is like, listen, you can't have a giraffe. That's not a comfort pet on a plane.
Oh, yeah, no. But I think if I was to raise a squirrel, I was thinking it's like a certain age, I'll be like, all right, have some freedom. Just
So
leave.
you heard about this whole the advanced programs for traveling in New York State was banned. So there's like these programs that you could get these enhancements to travel without having to go through scanners, and you just go through because you have this enhancement through these other programs.
I remember that, yeah.
Whatever, I forget what they're called. So New York State, they passed a law where you're not allowed to use those anymore. New Yorkers can't do it. Lori was like, I'm in Jersey though. So she could still get hers. The reason why New York State banned these advanced programs for easy passing, I forget what it's called, global something, I don't know, whatever. The reason why they did that is in light of, or in it's due to the whole thing that they did that the DMV doesn't have to it's giving driver's license to undocumented immigrants.
Yeah.
So because they're not only they're giving a driver's license to them, but they're saying we're not giving you information as to these people. So that means we gotta regulate who's flying in for Homeland Security shut it down, and it's not for certain when that goes into effect. If you got in your whatever pass this thing is called from these other programs, if you got in it, let's say last year, you still have 9 years. I think it's good for 10 years. So it's not really, or 10 years, I forget how many years, but it's not for certain whether this law will be amended, what's going to happen with the DMV and the local versus the Homeland Security.
They try to make it like an option for instead of a passport.
So what they did was...
Within the country.
Who's they?
New York.
So New York is saying because the state passed this law that they're going to be giving IDs, driver's license to undocumented aliens.
I can't believe they're doing that. Isn't that crazy?
That it's so because they're doing that, Homeland Security can say, what's to stop these people to go to one of these programs where they could get, this enhanced pass that lets you, get on a plane or a train with less screening. How are you going to regulate who these people are and where they're going? It's going to be so New York is like, no. Homeland Security, for the interest of Homeland Security, it's not allowed.
That was it.
That was the chair saying, nigga, you're fat. I'm so tired. So that's, I just, there's so much going on right now. I'm just saying to myself, wow. Yeah.
I think the moral of the story is watch the State of the Union. If you didn't watch it, watch it.
Watch it. I always find that the last one is the most interesting because for a first-term president to do their last State of the Union, it's like it's showtime, baby. You gotta bring it hard. This is your shine. You want that extra 4 years? This is how you do it. It starts right now because that's usually when the caucus starts. Because your enemies are shaping up. Yeah. You better come strong out there. I think that whoever, like, I agree with Ben. Whoever goes up with Trump, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
He's gonna be. Trump is. I mean, he's just the crazy things that he says. The crazy things that he says. He makes fun of a handicapped reporter, and he managed to still become president of the United States. I mean, figure it out. They say that the Trumpers that he invokes the racists. Americans, and there's no doubt that he does, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I think he also taps into another very quiet, like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think the problem is perception because people are like, all right. So I'll give you an example. I have something in common with Hitler.
Get out.
Right?
I have to say get out naturally.
Because you have to. Your liberal side has to say it automatically. Hitler, no, go. Right? Hitler was an artist. He would draw paintings. I like to draw. So me and Hitler have something in common. So, if there was a law saying we're going to ban art in this city. We're going to ban art in this city. I would say, no, I'm against that 100%. And Hitler would say, me too. And me and Hitler would be like, all right, let's go together. And let's protest this thing together.
I don't know why that looks good.
What? You and Hitler?
It's just the way you look right now.
So what I'm saying is this. Everybody, just because somebody is a racist, doesn't mean you have nothing in common with them. If they have kids and they love their kids, guess what? If you have kids, you love your kids too. You guys have something in common. Wow,
you are upsetting so many people right now. That's why nobody listens.
An example would be if I'm a farmer that has my farm directly on the border with Mexico, I want that wall. Not because I don't like Mexicans, but because I need to protect my damn farm because people are crossing over the border, crossing over my land while my kids are sleeping in their beds. Also, they're trampling over my farm, right? So I want that wall. I may not like Trump, but I think I need that layer of protection there. That he's the only one offering. And then you have other people that are just straight up racist. They're like, I don't want these damn Mexicans. I want that wall. And it's like, damn, I don't like the way you think, but we have something in common that we both need. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the problem. I think that people automatically, oh, you want the wall, you're automatically racist. And then the farmer's like, no, there's way more involved than who's crossing the border. I don't care. I don't want anybody crossing that border.
I mean, there's just so many. There's so many different. It's. I can't. After seeing the union address, the acquittal, I'm thinking to myself, this is going to be if Trump loses it, it's on his accord.
Yeah.
It's on you, son. You messed up.
I don't know if they're gonna redo some taxes or something because
taxes,
bro, they take out a crap load of taxes, bro.
Bro, did you see the new W-4?
No.
Oh, it's changed. Now it doesn't ask the typical question of how many dependents.
Oh, I love it. What does it ask now?
Now it says that if you make
less than X amount of dollars, you don't have to do anything.
If you make more than 200,000 a year or 400,000 filing jointly, you have to take the number of qualifying dependents that are 17 years of age and younger and multiply it by $2,000. So if you have in your household children that are under the age of 17, how many of those? Let's say it's 2. Multiply that by 2,000. So you got to write $4,000. What
does that mean, though?
It's sort of forcing. So before, people would put down, I got like 9 kids. And they're getting more of their money back. And when it comes time for filing, they would change the number back to a lower number. And then they would finagle their taxes.
Oh, yeah. I know niggas will do that.
So now, by changing the nature of the question, if you change it from 6,000 and then back down to, it's going to be easier to report that there's an inconsistency in your taxes. It's forcing the question. What is a dependent? Now, there's also dependents that are older. Like I had a lady that was like, I might support my mother. I'm like, that's awesome. That comes part of the second question that says any other dependents multiplied by $500. But because I'm not, what I'm supposed to tell him is, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not supposed to tell you what to put here. The best thing I can tell you is write what you think is right now, talk to your tax person and get back to me and I'll change it for you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Everyone's like baffled, like, but yo no quiero deber. I don't want to owe. What does this mean for me? I'm like, I can't.
Yeah.
You got to talk to your tax person.
Most people that talk to them like, you don't make enough money to owe anything. Calm down. You're not making $400,000 a year. You're good, bro. Just take it easy. You're not gonna owe.
You're not in that bracket.
Yeah, you're not there
in that bracket. They're not worried about you.
Yeah, you don't own a home. Forget about it. That's another thing too, yo. People talk about, oh, they shouldn't raise this for the renters, only for the homeowners because they got money, right? Like money, like taxes or whatever, right? But people don't understand the niggas that own the building are homeowners. They're gonna pass that extra.
Did you hear what happened in New York?
No, what happened?
They passed this new law. There's so much crazy thing going on, but they passed this new law that basically, if the owner wants to utilize a broker, then the brokers. So sometimes what would happen is that the owner would hire the broker, and the broker would charge the tenant in like a 50% for the overall contract, and they would get it like in a lump sum. Anywhere between like $6,000 that they're paying for this fee of this broker finding the tenant for the landlord. Now this new law says that fee is no longer on the tenant or potential tenant. that if the landlord wants to use a broker, that the fee's on the landlord. And what did you just say?
The landlord's going to pass that on to the tenant somehow.
Of course.
He's going to be like, oh, this apartment was going to be $12,000 a month. $1,200 a month. But now it's going to be 13 or 14 because I got to make that money.
I got to eventually pay that back, get that back.
And people don't understand that, yo.
Oh, and that they can't charge last month or something?
When they say I've charged the first and last month?
Something like that. They can't do one of those.
Okay, I can see that.
Yo.
Yeah, but they do that because they don't know who you are. They don't know if you're gonna leave with a bad taste in your mouth. I'm not gonna pay. I'm leaving.
I don't mind that idea because it's like me telling them, listen, I don't want any drama. Like I'm trying to let you know this is how we're establishing. We don't know each other. You don't know if I could be crazy.
Yeah.
This is my way of saying I'm not crazy because I want this back.
Yeah, exactly.
We good? Like I'm taking a risk too. I want this back. This is not for you to keep. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, okay. Because I'm just trying to be out.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to. I get it. Being a homeowner with some of the tenants that exist out there, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I used to be one of them.
And I get it because I was watching this thing where somebody had, check this out. She did an Airbnb. You know what that is, right? When you rent out your apartment.
That's when B&B's and heirs.
You rent out. She rented out. She had a home. She rented it out as an Airbnb. The people that rented it told her, hey, we want to stay an extra month. Can we just give you the money under the table? Forget about Airbnb. We'll just give you the cash directly. And she was like, yeah, sure. All right, let's do that. So they gave her the money under the table. Airbnb was out of it. Now, the people decided when she came back the next month after, she's like, all right, just give me the, whatever. They're like, we're not going to give you nothing. In fact, we're going to live here for free. And they lived there for free for like 3 or 4 months.
That's right.
And then when the lady tried to get him out, basically the court was like, well, you got to give him 30 days.
That's right.
Rent free. So the people were there for basically 6 months. Free.
Get ready to do it again.
Until they finally got him out.
Get him out. Guess what?
6 months of freaking Airbnb she lost.
And during they probably have it worked out for mathematics. So probably the last 2 months, the 4th month, the 5th month, they're already looking into they're already looking where they're going next, Airbnb.
Yeah.
And
when they left the house a wreck.
There should be a law that tracks these people down because if they're filing cases against them, somebody should be matching these names.
Well, what happened was I think I saw it on like Life,
good?
like NBC or something. Well, apparently they found that these people did this a few times in the past. It's like they've been doing
That's what I'm saying. That's when you got to go in and be like, yo, what's good, guys?
They should find out who these people are, and then I don't know how they're going to ban them, but ban them from doing Airbnb. Or,
I mean, if you're a predicate and there's a consistent record in court that you come up, then is there a law? Is there a charge? Is this a crime?
It is a crime.
It is a crime because
because you're stealing from the people.
Forget about just that, but it's a crime in the very least that you're incurring the people's fee for the court, for the judge.
Because think about it, the lady that rented out the house,
who pays for that? The taxpayers for all that court stuff. That's gonna come out on you now. At least
the minimum.
At least that.
Pay for the judge, the jury, the executioner. Well, maybe not the executioner, the lawyers. No. If you don't get a court-appointed lawyer, you know how much a damn lawyer costs, bro?
Per hour.
Oh my god!
And then now they pass this no bail reform thing. That's jacking things up. Crime spiked like 10% between December and now
because they know they're just gonna leave the next day. Get arrested. You go to bookings.
I don't know.
The next day you're in front of a judge. They're like, come back at this day. Make sure you come back, please.
This is why New York is always going to be blue. They think that they believe they can establish utopia here.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we're helping them. Listen, I was just driving in Harlem right now on 125th.
His favorite place.
We're driving. Do you know the Apollo Theater?
Yes, I know it very well.
One of the most famous landmarks in New York City.
Companies go by there.
Love it.
The time. Yeah.
Why are there lights out in the Apollo Theater? Why are the A, the B, whatever? Why are the letters out?
Why are the bulbs not all on?
Why? If this is a landmark for your city or your town or whatever, Harlem, why is anybody taking care of this? And then I drive by, I think it's on Lenox or whatever, there's a church. Every week, the sign of the front church changes. And this week it says something like, black man, why you letting the white man enslave you? Blah blah blah. Like now, first he took your freedom. Now he wants to take Harlem because there's gentrification happening.
Nobody wants Harlem.
No, but there is some gentrification happening. But my thoughts always
I'm
been
talking
like,
about nobody wants Harlem, son.
nobody wants Harlem. No, it's gonna be called something different. It's Upper Manhattan. But
Up there.
But what I'm saying is, if this was your town, your city, your area, from this block to this block, this block to, if this is your area for whatever 60 years, and nothing has happened, and then over the past 3-4 years, people moving in and changing the neighborhood, you can't blame them. If you had it for 60 years and did nothing with it,
You squandered it.
you did nothing. This is
Squandered it.
think about where Harlem is. Harlem is a train ride to Times Square. You could easily get to Brooklyn from there, Queens, the Bronx. I mean,
Just
Staten Island.
think you're in the city and you could get to the Wall Street in 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever.
You
the case
think
may be.
you think people that work in Wall Street or something looking for cheap, place to live are like Harlem's
Mad
not
far
that
away.
bad. Harlem's not that bad. It's really cheap over there now. We should go.
Nah.
And there's people riding bikes out there.
You think they'll
You
get
already
rid
know.
of Harlem eventually?
Nah, Harlem's. I think the word is like a landmark. People know New York City, Harlem. I just feel like, and I said it before with the Puerto Ricans, with Sunset or whatever, the white people moving and gentrifying it. Okay?
The Chinos are like fighting back though.
Yeah, well, Chinos are fighting back. Puerto Ricans lost.
Oh, they
What
went to
happened?
Florida.
Yeah, they went to
Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Exactly, they went to Allentown, Pennsylvania. That's exactly right. But if they really wanted Sunset,
Or my peeps out there.
Yeah. If they really wanted Sunset, they could have easily did something. They could have got together, bought a house. But you're right. They decided to take over Allentown instead. They took it over.
Some went to Miami, to Tampa.
Yeah. I knew this dude that he owned the house on, I think it was on 52nd between 4th and 5th. Perfect area. He sold the freaking building for like $1 million and left. He went to Staten Island. He bought a house in Staten Island.
My first little crush, she sold hers. I split it with her two sisters, just like if it were me, Danny, and Peter.
Wow.
And she moved to like some boring ass state. Tito. She got cute kids. But she was messaging me and she was like, I miss New York though. I miss Brooklyn. I was like, girl, you should have never left. You know you're all about this life. I'm like, you must be bored to death.
Yeah, if I leave New York, I gotta go somewhere where I can get here fast, like in an hour or something like that. But I can never leave New York right now.
Nah, you're stuck for 2022.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to leave the city.
Bro, you're here forever. This is where your life was.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to get a. I am gonna probably try to get a house in Staten Island.
Here?
Yeah.
Just not Danny's.
Nah. I wanna get
Shout
something-
out to Danny.
I want to get something nice. His house is not that bad.
He
It's
said
just-
he wants to get something nice.
No, I'm saying, but his house is not that bad, but it's not big enough for me.
Really? Because you have a whole farm.
Yeah, and eventually I want to have more.
You're what? Get out of my house. You just made me more tired than I already am. I gotta be up at freaking. What time is it? 2:14.
Is it really? All right, let's get it out.
What I want to ask you a question. Why do iPhone people who cherish their iPhones and it's the best thing in the world pay $1,000 for a phone, and then they treat it like this? No case.
It has a case.
Wow. No, that's not a case. That's a skin.
Okay, yeah. Well, first of all, it was spotless until I let the baby play with it.
How do you not get cut? I feel like a weird. You know.
And also, that phone is like 3 years old. So,
Why do every iPhone I ever run to looks something like that? Abused, like and you don't get cut. Look at this corner.
bro, you don't even know let me show you something. You don't even know, bro. This phone is so right now we're at the iPhone 10. This is iPhone 7. So just show you how far back this is.
It still has wireless charging.
Yeah.
That's a skin. Oh my God! There's glass. You just dropped glass all over the table. Get out of my house.
Look at this. Look at this. Ready for this? This is how old this phone is. Ready? You see that blank space?
Yeah.
It's not blank. There's something there.
It's a hidden. That where you had your porn? All right.
That's where I had the porn.
Oh, your naked porn. All right. Ladies.
But look, watch. Look. It's there for a second, then disappears.
Oh, it hides real quick.
That's how bad this phone is right now. I was just telling my wife I gotta get a new one.
You wildin', son.
I'm just so content with it. I'm like, whatever. Cracked screen is fine. I know when I get whatever phone I get next, I need way more memory. That's for sure.
And protection. You saw how he only thought about other stuff. How about protecting the phone?
That's fine.
Look at my phone.
iPhones are built like
it's a 9. We're about to get the 11 or the 12. Bro, it's mint. The only thing that's damaged is the port. It's just because it's scraped a little bit.
Yeah, but I can't imagine walking around touching my phone covered in plastic. Look at this. You know what it reminds me of?
What?
When you go to like the jail to visit somebody and you gotta sign the thing. It's like 2 pieces of plastic.
2 pieces of plastic.
That's what your phone
eventually
is right
tears off.
And I can't.
So the funny thing about that you say that is that, there's a setting called extra, like it turns the screen extra sensitive. No issues.
Yeah, but it's not about the sensitive. It's about touching it.
Oh, he's about touching
like
it
this.
feelies. Oh, I love that. You know what I love about this is that there's a layer of dust and you wrote your name. So when you turn off the lights, you could see. It's like, oh, he was here.
If it wasn't for this thing, I wouldn't even use a case on this phone. But because I like this thing, I like to have this thing.
I feel like that's a waste of time too.
This thing?
Yeah.
I love this thing.
I don't know. I didn't go back to it for some reason.
Especially if I need to text somebody when I'm driving.
Because
so simple.
I find it annoying because of this case, it'll be lopsided, and then when it rests on the table,
just put it in the middle.
I don't know.
Look, I love it.
Yeah. So basically, this is thebasementny.com. It's gonna be lit, and I am going to attempt somehow to go live. And trying to do that, basically going live on Facebook for the old people and see if I could get some kind of conversation stuff going. I'm trying to go for like this disc jockey, like, talk about whatever's about, whatever. And do at least a solid half an hour starting it. See if I get some regular
Welcome to
calls.
the Basement Live. I'm Jose Lopez coming at you live from the studio.
I'm not going to sound like a dick.
You need sound effects.
Yes.
Call in now. 817-245-7881.
No.
I'll be waiting for your phone call.
It's not even going to be that serious. So I started the dialogue, texting certain people that I notice are always writing stuff. So I'll write like a comment, like when President Trump was acquitted. The minute I saw it, there was a picture of him with his smirky face, and it said he was treated and he was acquitted. And I'm like, that face though, that cara that he has, of like, nah. And somebody commented after, it was like, only a mother could love. I was like, yes, that's what I'm talking about.
You saw Donald Trump's mother? What she looks like?
No, ew, I don't want to see. Don't ruin it for me, bro.
I gotta show
We're gonna
you.
have to put this up at the end. Yo, this is thebasementny.com. Check us out. We're on all the platforms. We're dying out here. Talk to us. Holla at us. Say something, please.
Tag us pictures of your broken phones. Want to see it?
I guarantee you there are more pictures of broken iPhones than Androids.
Screenshot it.
Wow. That's not a real thing.
That's Mary Trump, that guy.
That's where he got his inspiration for his hair.
Wait,
how his hair was dark orange, red, and now it's her?
Because his dad is black hair.
Wow, he transformed.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's it.
We're going to end it with this image. Ladies and gentlemen, thebasementny.com. Peace.
Peace.
Inconsistent.